Hello, all you amazing folks out there. We are halfway through this week. It has been going heavy and strong. And so I want to hear from you. How is it going? What kind of goals and milestones have you been hitting? Are you crushing it this week? I mean, we're fastly approaching the midway point of the month. Just like April, this is going to be one of those months that just goes. But this is one of those months that we totally want to own and succeed because it's going to set us up for the rest of the year. The remainder of the year will be ours, and we want to make sure that May is that really that leveraging stepping stone point where it just springboard us for the remainder of the year. I mean, don't get it twisted. Yeah, there will be ups and downs, but pretty much when you crush May, you crush the year. So, want to encourage everyone keep up that solid work, keep driving forward even when you have slow days or rough days or just, you know, the off days. It happens. Like, hey, I'll be 100% honest. Today was an off day for me, and I had some cool conversations going on. For those of you who are like paying attention, I did another little undercover, under the radar LinkedIn Live event. I'm just trying to get the hang of this thing. I still prefer my Zooms because it's more personable, but the LinkedIn Live went okay for the short little duration I did it at. So, just one of those things. I'm telling you guys to expand your repertoire. I'm doing the same thing, right? So this want to show you, hey, look, I'm living the same thing I'm preaching. So just keeping it out there, keeping it real, trying some new things. And for me, I love experimenting. I love trying new things. And I hope you do too, because really you're gonna start creating really, really cool things when you start experimenting, figuring out what works, what doesn't work. Maybe you just find something you're really passionate about doing, or you really enjoy doing something a certain way. So highly, highly, highly encourage you guys to experiment. And you leaders out there in your teams, create that opportunity and space for them to actually be creative and innovative. Kind of bouncing off today's post we did earlier, talk about that, that communication piece and how much information you need to be given out, the need to know, and withholding information, right? There's a balance to this. The more information, the better, but you don't want the information to be overwhelming. And you also want the information to be relevant. Now, there's a danger in this, right? Because you want to give your team the maximum of information they need to do their work, do it effectively, and carry on with the vision and the goals. You don't want to flood them with too much information, or they might get stuck in the weeds with too much information. Sometimes they don't need to be down in that thick stuff for minor things. The other thing is when you're controlling information, you want to make sure you don't set up a system where you have a gatekeeper. Now, that's the caveat to that is right is yes, you need gatekeepers for like really sensitive, really need to know information, but for your average information to get stuff done, the goals, the milestones, those and that, you don't want a gatekeeper holding that, because then your team is not going to understand their performance and how it's impacting and moving everyone towards the goals and the milestones, right? Definitely a balance here. And I wish I could tell you there's a one size fits all approach to this. There's not, because different industries, different businesses at different times with different teams have different needs, right? So there's a lot of organizations out there who try to do this one size fits all approach. You cannot. You have to make it very specialized and tailored to the team dynamics, the information at hand, the goals, and just the overall mission. What are you guys trying to accomplish? So just a few things to think about. I also want to remind everyone that 2 Fridays from now, we're definitely going to be having our live Zoom event. I will actually post it on today's message with this video, so we could, start getting ready, put it on your calendars. It's going to be a fun time. The last one was amazing. Great discussion with great leaders. And that's what it's all about. It's just an informal, let's talk, let's hang out, let's see how things are going, right? Network with each other, talk to each other, share ideas. I mean, we had everyone there from different industries, health industries and coaching industries and IT industries and video industry, and it was great, right? Definitely great. I'm hoping that I can get some people from the data center industry on this next one, because there's definitely a lot of cool stuff to talk about, especially for you IT folks. there's a lot of job opportunities, and not just in the IT space, but data centers as a whole have a huge need for various positions. Everything from your IT, your cybersecurity, your physical security, your fire monitoring systems. I mean, you name it. This is just surface level stuff, right? So HVAC especially, right? You got to keep that place cool. So anyone who's ever worked in any kind of server room or IT room, it gets hot, and you need to keep it cool to keep that equipment running optimally. So, I mean, and these are just, I've even touched half the jobs there. So there's definitely a lot of jobs, definitely a lot of opportunities. And I want to talk to you guys about those different opportunities and kind of exploring that industry, because it's a growing industry, it's fast growing. And of course, as we start talking AI programs and AR programs and cloud and all that, right? It's it's more need for data centers than ever. The internet is growing rapidly. All these apps, right? All those are powered by data centers. If you're a gamer, you play on your Xbox and your PSN, data centers power that. All those servers for those games and the networks and where they store all that information and the systems, right? All backed by data centers. So, and again, surface level stuff. You start getting into healthcare, and you start getting into public works, and you start getting into DoD stuff and three-letter agency stuff. I mean, municipal governments. I mean, you name it, right? Data is it, and there's more and more need for it. And of course, there's a lot of cool uh, emerging technologies to support these data centers, renewable sources. How do you cool, using less water? Can you recycle water? A lot of cool conversations that go around that. So, again, surface level stuff, but would love to bring it open. Would love to have these conversations with you guys, get your thoughts and opinions, especially you professionals out there in specific industries. Can't wait to open that discussion, hear your thoughts, hear what the needs are, and where we can all support each other. It's all about growth. It's all about supporting each other. Let's grow the team. Let's all crush it together. All right, guys. Always here when you need me. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Love when we talk in the DMs. Love when we talk on the post itself. And that's what it's all about. Just let's carry this conversation. Let's share ideas. Let's help each other out. And just we grow. We grow together and advance together. All right, guys. Stay good.